God bless everyone out there in Radio Land. This is Barry and Karen coming to you live on the air on Twitch TV, Periscope, and all the other platforms that we own. We thank God for each and every one of you. It's been a while. Just like the title says, it's been a minute. So since we've been on the air anywhere, and we just wanted to come on here and just first off, for those that, since this is a new year, happy new year to each and every one of you. And now we're also into the second month of this year, and we've went through a lot of different things already, through storms and through rain, and we pray that pray for those that are there here in Texas, as that's where we are, that things will will help and work out for each and every one of them, because a lot of the people are going through some rough periods right now because of the storm, because of the ice storm. And we hadn't experienced an ice storm like that in years. I mean, it was, I think, back in the 80s when they had that kind of ice before.
Yeah.
And so it's been a while. And so we just thank God that, as for us, we didn't go through any kind of changes. But a lot of people did, that we knew did. So on that note, like I said, we thank God again for you just hearing us. If you're looking at us on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe, and you might be viewing this later, or you're viewing this live now, whichever comes first. But if you are viewing this later, make sure that you just just kind of check us out, see what it's about, and if you want to support us, you can. We always appreciate support. Yeah, as you can see, we've been out the pocket for a minute.
Yeah.
A lot has happened. Like I say, we had a change of New Year, holidays, and whatnot. So we didn't really get a chance to really sit down and kind of check stuff out, and do different things like that. And so really, honestly, we just kind of got to the point where we had to make a decision as to what we were going to do with this particular platform. We hadn't done anything in a while. We hadn't done any content. We really just kind of just fell off the wagon for a little while doing it. But God had been prodding both of us, really, my wife and myself, especially me. And then she started prodding my wife, and she started kind of coming along with it. Maybe we can do this on the podcast. Maybe we can do this. so we started discussing different things that we was going to talk about later. But then we're trying to really just get to a point, because our schedules had changed. I got another job that the schedule is not like set. So I might work today, like tomorrow I might not work, or I might work, or if I do, it's a half a day. And my wife's at work. She works hard. We may not want to come home and do this. And and so, especially after we eat, so we try not to do it. So we made a mistake one time. We was gonna do a podcast. We ate. We decided, you know what?
It was all over.
We're doing
We're all
nothing.
so full. I was like, I wouldn't work.
We was full. We wasn't worth a dime. I was like, no, babe, we gonna have to. And a lot of it is my fault, because, like I said, I could have just went on ahead and just did it. Like we say tonight, we just gonna go ahead and do it. Like she said, just go ahead and do it. And at least, because find out everything's working and how we look and stuff like that. And by the looks of it, we look pretty good. We got better. We updated our internet connections. So we on this Wi-Fi 6 now, and it's been pretty good. We got everything streaming through that, and so it's been pretty good as far as that.
Yeah.
So we should do pretty good as far as our podcast goes. Now, since my schedule has changed, is there a possibility that I might do some streaming? Well, that would actually depend on the days and how long, because I don't want to be doing 4 or 5 hours of streaming. That's too much. But I might do something brief and just kind of do a little inspirational thing, or kind of just discuss whatever I'm playing, or what's something, current affairs. My wife, I'm into current events. My wife, she's not in that kind of stuff. So I do current events, and something might come up. I might do what I'm gonna try to do more of is we're trying to do more of devotion kind of stuff, where I do have gameplay of some stuff I do, and I'm actually talking the background or I'm just gonna be doing what I'm doing now. And we hadn't really ironed all that out yet. So I had decided to do it a good while back, but I hadn't really pursued it any further than us discussing it. Because I wasn't really sure whether or not I wanted to go into streaming or not. That was something that I started not to do, because I wanted us to focus on just what we're doing now, the podcast. And so that's why I didn't really consider wanting to do it. Now, as far as putting content up, kind of boost our viewage, and in different areas, then I might do something like that. Or kind of just take what we have, redo it, add some stuff to it, put a commercial or two in there, something like that. But kind of use some talents that we hadn't got a chance to use in a while. Change our intro music, as you can see, nice little music. We're trying to change stuff gradually, so we can be able to do more. We want to do we want to do a lesson on progress in marriage and in relationships and life, actually, and kind of talk about progression and success. And we was going over it, and she used 3 different words that were synonyms to each other. So we decided to just go ahead and work with one, progression, because one, it starts with process and it ends with success. So with progression, we go forward. And so we're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna get a set schedule, and once we get a set schedule, we'll post it on our Twitch, and we'll put it out there on our Twitter, so people will see it. And we're trying to work our way into it. We don't want to go into it. We're either going to just bust them out, and they might not all be live. Like today, like Sundays we'll do a live one, but the rest of the time probably won't be live. We'll just be pre-recorded. We'll just sit down and do them, and then we'll just post them, and you'll be able to see them. We're trying to see which will work for us. Yeah, thanks. Say, babe, you just saying.
Well, yeah. Well, I'll let you.
No,
Well, you.
no, you
Because
go
I
ahead.
know if I start talking, I don't want to start teaching a lesson.
No, we don't want you to
So
do that.
that's why I
yet.
really wasn't saying that. So, because I know I'll be the next. No, I'll be the.
She been and got into it because
That's why
it's
I'm not-
actually a
that's-
birth.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really saying that. 'Cause I know if I do, I'm gonna give it away.
Yeah,
so.
she actually it's something that God had given her.
Yeah. So and
That's my watch talking. It talks, y'all. Just forgive me. So anyway, the thing is, but anyway,
that's why I left mine.
I had to put talker on mine. Now she talks. So, but anyway, like I said, we weren't just gonna be on too long.
Yeah.
We're just gonna tell you, kind of share what we're gonna do for this year. Basically, we're gonna start really doing it and reaching out more. I want to make it, like I said, we want to do it more bigger. We're gonna be adding Zoom to the actual platform, so we're gonna be using Zoom, so we're gonna be able to get us a couple of people in that we have. We're gonna get them in and let them kind of share and different things like that. And so and so that's pretty much what we'll do on
Yeah,
that.
because I'm pretty much, I'm excited about what we're going to be teaching on this week. And like I say, basically that's what we was doing for tonight.
Yeah, and it's
Kind of
kinda-
testing our, because as y'all can see, we did another background.
yeah, we did do background.
Yeah,
we
we
did
did.
that a good while back, and that's our new background
Yeah, so we
had
did, yeah.
created.
Yeah, so we did another background, and we're going to be working on some other things, like say bringing a whole lot of changes, so y'all gonna see a big difference this year. And I like I said, I don't want to go into the lesson because we still getting it together.
Yeah, but what as far as our website, which is embracingmarriagetogether.com, we had changed it a while back. It's still up and running. It's been getting a lot of follows, so you can go there and check it out there. My wife, she posts daily to the thing now, so she has different things that's been drawing a lot of traffic to it. So if you want to see her recent, she likes to do these things. We have a user app called Reface. She makes these little characters. She did a thing she did with me. I had one I wanted to put up was me, and I looked good too as a Black Panther. She used my face, one of my pictures, and it was me without my glasses, because I think the one a lot of them was with my glasses. And I took one without it. So I did it on mine, and it was like, yeah, I like that. Looked just like me. It's the part when he comes out of that, after them blowed up the ship, and he comes walking over the little ship, and his mask reveals his face. That's kind of what it was with my face, but it was his, his hair and stuff. But
Yeah.
so it was pretty neat. So she do stuff like that, and she give encouraging words, and she's actually our network. She's our social media manager. She manages our most social media, so she makes sure it's safe and she ain't got the wrong people on there, and make sure nobody don't slide in the DMs, and so everything's got her name on it. It's pretty much our Instagram is Karen Barrett's wife, I think it is.
Karen Bear Creek's wife.
Yeah. Oh, you added to it?
It's Karen Karen Bear Creek's wife.
I don't think I have it on. We don't have it on the website, but it ain't nothing on it anyway. So we
Yeah,
didn't
but I just use it for inspiration.
yeah, she uses inspiration. She does all that on our Instagram, on our Twitter, on our website, on our Facebook. We do have Facebook page, which is Embrace Marriage Ministry. So you go there. Like say the link for all that. I'm gonna have to check the links and make sure that they're going to the right place, because it may be still going to our profile because we hadn't updated those links. But once I do that, you'll be able to click that link and go to our page instead of going to our personal profile. And then we'll add our Instagram on there, so you can be able to see those inspirational thoughts my wife have on Instagram.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, 'cause I like to encourage people.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so wondered what I'd like to say. We've been getting this year off to a good start.
Yeah.
We really been getting this year off to a good start. Been stuck in the house,
Oh yeah.
stuck
know.
in here, Lord.
But there's good news. Thank God. I was looking at a report, and I'll get into that, because I'm gonna start doing, when I get home, doing these current affair things. But I'm gonna get in that tomorrow. They talking about how that which I kind of knew that was gonna happen. The cases are dropping, and not because so much. I think some of it is because people are kind of staying out of each other's face and staying in. And the vaccine is helping. That's a good thing. But I do believe that this cold has a lot to do with it, and that's what I'm going to share. That's what I want to share too. I'll probably do it before we do our thing. Probably when I come in or something, if it's early. It usually it'll be in the afternoon. I'll put the schedule up. But whatever they'll talk, and I think it has a lot to do with this cold. because that virus don't survive. Nothing survives in the. There's people that pass in this cold. So sad to say, but there are people that have died in this cold. So I don't think anything can survive that.
Yeah.
If that thing survived through that, it's tough. And they say that it doesn't survive well in cold. No virus will. So I think a lot of it has to do with that, because you didn't hear too much, and then you didn't hear too much about it. See, one thing I learned, I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna go. One thing I learned about something is you continue to speak about a thing long enough, all you're going to do is you're going to feed it and make it more stronger. As long as you feed something, you're going to give it strength. Say like a guy, he has a porn addiction. As long as he's looking at images, he's going to continue feeding that urge or that addiction. That's just like any addict.
Right.
So if you got people who are constantly talking about the COVID crisis, the pandemic, you get to looking at that every single day, it then just fear. And once it just that's fear in you, then all of a sudden it makes it grow bigger. And then you got all these cases, because you notice that the most times when people start to really get these fears, and when they hear that the cases went up, then all of a sudden you get people filling up to the ICUs again. And people passing and all this other stuff, because there's a fear that comes with all this, because and then now they're talking about variants and all this other stuff. Well, what you have to realize is that if you're in Christ, you don't have to worry about it. Now, I'm saying, not saying be safe, but you don't have to walk in fear.
Right.
But you do have to have sense enough to know that this is a disease. And regardless of what happens, you got to do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Obey the laws of the land.
Yeah. Obey the laws and make sure you keep each other safe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because it ain't it's not no joke. It's not nothing to be magnified and blowed, and make it like it's more powerful than God, but powerful than God.
Yeah.
But you still have to, just be safe and keep everybody else safe.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Being safe.
Yeah.
And make sure that everybody else is safe around you.
Right. And especially like with this cold, well, we came out all right.
Yeah.
So we just want to put that out there. Yeah, we did, we came out all right with this ice, this wintry mix.
Yeah. Well, our city didn't really get hit bad because we had a lot of bus pipes and stuff. We didn't have any casualties, any fatalities or anything like that. We didn't have any wrecks because people stayed off street. Really, I think once of that incident in I-35 in Fort Worth, when people saw that, it was clean. It wasn't nobody on the street in where we live. We live in Beaumont, Texas.
Yeah, because man, that was sad. I was like, man.
Houston was clean. There was no traffic. There was nothing going on nowhere, and so, as far as that was concerned, nobody got out. Once the ice hit the ground, the people's in the house. Nobody moved. But as far as we had a lot of people, pipes bus and power. Of course, we had one in our town that had no power, and they got a big issue about that now.
Yeah, I think that's what we had a lot of down here. A lot of.
And we on boil water.
Boil water.
Texas is pretty much portions of Texas.
Yeah, so don't ask me, boy. Look, now that's
we never had that.
No, because now that's really is getting to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to, when I get ready to rinse my food, wash my food off before I cook. I'm used to turning on the water, so I had to.
She had to use
I had to do something different because it's like habit. Me just reaching over. Yeah. So and I found myself in the reach. I say, okay, I can't so I had to get
that water.
Yeah, so I had to get a bottle and pour it and rinse off the food and clean the food. I'm like, okay.
That's different.
So I understand inconvenience.
Yeah.
Some don't have lights and some don't have water, but we have water, but we still have to boil it. So I'm like,
yeah, it's not drinkable.
And I'm like, I'm trying to cook this food. I'm like, oh my God, this is. I mean, it was actually getting on my nerve. I had to reach over, because I only have so many bottles of water. Because like down here in Beaumont, I went to 4 stores and it was no.
And they give away water and it's still not enough.
And
they're giving it away in places.
And I went through like 4 big things of water. That's just rinsing the food off.
Yeah.
And then I had to use some more bottles to cook the food.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go get some more water because it's not gonna last. So I'm like, so I kind of understand y'all frustrations out there with this. You know, but like I say, that's only our case is the boiled water.
Yeah.
But as for lights and everything else, you know, we good. But I was like, man, this is inconvenience. And I'm like, you know,
and this is, and thank God the temperatures went back up where people can, it's not extremely cold like it was. But that's the coldest we've ever been since they said the 1800s. And so it's been a long time since it's been that cold.
Yeah, so that's the only thing with me. I'm like, okay, come on. I need to come on with this, you know.
Yeah.
Because I was like, and this is the first time, but like I said, because we've been getting takeout.
Yeah.
So, and I decided today, you know, I'm going to cook. And Lord God, I say,
Yeah.
It was a headache. It really was. I was like, oh.
She got it done, though.
Yeah, I was like, but it wasn't fun.
No.
Because we were sitting up here trying to, you know, green onions. I'm trying to use a bottle of water and
wash them onions off.
Wash them onions off.
Yeah, it took. She did it in stages, but she did
like,
it.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna partake of once we get off of here and now touring.
Yeah. So with us, that's about the only thing that really affected us.
Yeah.
So we stayed in. We stayed safe. We had like I said, we had ice.
Yeah, we had plenty of
It
that.
was ice, and I think we went outside one.
We went one time to go
One time?
dump trash, and I think it was at that time it was
day.
25. It was 25 degrees.
And that was in the daytime.
That was
And I think
daytime.
that night it got down
Like
to the teens.
Yeah, about
And-
10 degrees. I think it
Yeah,
was.
I think
like
that was the day
11, 12,
the day
something
that
like
it
that.
snowed.
Yeah,
And-
that's the day it snowed. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We went outside. Boy, that was the quickest trip to the.
Yeah, the first day, that was the day we went out, was that day after the day. Yeah, it was the day after it had snowed, and it was 25
Yeah.
degrees, and we went out there.
Yeah, I was going.
It
to
wasn't bad because the wind wasn't blowing, but
Yeah.
at first, when we stood out there for about a minute, that wind blew on. We ran back in there because it was
Yeah.
cold.
I was
It was
going to-
fine as long as that wind wasn't blowing.
Yeah, I was going to be nosy. I said, well, let me just go out here and just be, you know, just see how cold it is.
She come on there and cut that heat up to 85 when she come back. Just that still second. Man, it was cold. It was cold.
I
Yeah,
was
it was cold.
Man, it feel like that wind was just cutting to your bones.
Yeah.
I was like, 'cause we not used to this down here.
No, not that cold.
Hurricanes and we used to the hurricane. Now we have a power outage for hurricanes. You know, it's hot,
Yeah.
but this for the
This
snow,
is different.
it's different.
Yeah, it's worse to die by cold than by heat, but
Because we went through a power outage for the hurricane, and I was like, oh my God, that was miserable.
Yeah, we've had, but for this we didn't. Unfortunately,
so-
they have good. I think the city itself, part of the city was, but I think they was ready for it already. But I don't.
And
know.
we was prepared. That's
Yeah.
one thing I'm never caught off guard.
Yeah, we was always ready
Yeah,
for it.
we was ready. We was prepared. So we had everything that we needed, just in case the lights would have went out. We was prepared. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I learned to prepare when they have, you know, storms like this. Because if you're not prepared, you in the world of trouble.
Sure is.
You are in a world of trouble. So we was prepared. So thank God for that. You know, so we had our flashlights and
Yeah, everything, batteries and whatnot. But yeah, like I said, once we get a schedule down as far as when we're going to stream, or at least when we're going to broadcast or podcast, we'll put it up on our Twitch and also on our Twitter. We'll also probably put a copy of it on our website so you can be able to see that.
yeah.
Get a chance, we're probably gonna make a new page for the podcast itself, so we can be able to have.
So we can flash it up.
Yeah.
So we won't have to be just saying it.
So we can
Yeah.
just tell you, just go check it out.
Yeah.
We'll put a new page just for that, so then we'll have a place where we can put our announcements for it. But whatever, like I say, so I'm usually one. Well, my wife now, she's gotten pretty good at it, so she can put them up whenever they I had to create one, and then she can put it up.
Yeah, I'm on because I have a lot of ideas in mind, so he's gonna
Yeah,
be at work.
we're gonna start doing commercials.
Yeah,
I don't know, stuff like that for that'll probably be something that we like in this 30-minute podcast we could do. We're gonna try to do them between 30 to 35 minutes at least, unless we have like a free time where we can be able to talk to people. But in that time, we're gonna spin them up and do little 2-minute breaks or minute 30-second breaks or whatever, so we could be able to have something in case once we get sponsors, we'll have a place to put their commercials. So we're changing stuff up, so you're gonna see some changes. We're not gonna be just talking straight 30 minutes, which we can do, but we don't want to ramble. We just want to have once we do a lesson and just say, hey, we're gonna take a break for a moment. We'll be back. We got this idea from another couple we saw.
Yeah.
And I say, dang, they just do 30 minutes. They have like 30-second little thing, but they actually have a business. But we have a ministry, so we can do it for our ministry. So put the thing up, tell you what we do, and get out of the way and come back. Heck, we back. And so yeah, we got different ideas. And like I said, we'll share more with you later. As we do our lesson, we'll share more what we're going to do. We're going to get off here so we can eat and get ready for the next day.
Yes.
But like I said, just check us out on our website, embracingmarriagetogether.com. If you want to send a prayer request or anything like that, you can go to our contact page on that website. And it also has links to all the different platforms, so we only be able to watch this and other videos on YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. And
which as of March, I believe, Periscope
will no longer exist.
No, but we are on Mob Crush.
We're on Mod Crush. And so we'll be at least on YouTube. We're gonna try to get back on Facebook.
Yeah.
Soon, so we can do our lives on Facebook. Once Periscope goes down, we'll use our lives, our Facebook Live for our outdoor whatever we do. But like I said, we'll share with you on the next time. All right. Well, God bless y'all. Let my wife say her usual spiel.
Well, since he said God bless y'all, I'm gonna say and keep y'all.
No.
We sound like country bumpkins.
People know we from Texas. Ain't nothing new.
And keep y'all all proud. Embrace God, embrace love, embrace one another, family, friends, and dare to be different.
God bless y'all. We'll see y'all the next time.
Good night and goodbye.